AWSECSCluster Description. Amazon Elastic Container Service (ECS) is a fully managed container orchestration service that allows you to easily deploy, manage, and scale containerized applications on AWS. It handles tasks like scheduling containers, managing resources, and ensuring high availability. Prerequisites: an AWS account with the necessary permissions to create and manage ECS resources. At least one EC2 instance to host your containers. You can use EC2 instances, Amazon EC2 auto-scaling groups, or Amazon ECS optimized Amazon EC2 instances. Docker installed on your development machine to build and package your container images. Use cases: deploying and managing web applications, microservices, and other containerized applications. Running batch processing jobs, such as data analysis or image processing. Implementing microservices architecture by running different services in separate containers. Building and deploying serverless applications using AWS Fargate. Deploying and managing containerized workloads in hybrid environments using AWS Outposts. Steps: create an ECS cluster. Define a group of EC2 instances or Fargate capacity to host your containers. Define task definitions. Specify the container images, resources, and other configurations required to run your application. Launch tasks. Deploy your task definitions to your cluster to start running your containers. Challenges and fixes. Cluster scaling. Managing the number of instances in your cluster to handle fluctuating workloads. Fixes. Use Amazon EC2 auto-scaling groups to automatically scale your cluster based on metrics like CPU utilization or memory usage. Use AWS Fargate for serverless container deployments, which automatically scales your resources. Implement custom scaling logic using the ECS API to control scaling based on your applications. Specific requirements. Service discovery. Enabling containers to discover and communicate with each other within a cluster. Fixes. Use ECS service discovery to automatically register and discover services within your cluster. Use external DNS services like Route 53 to manage service discovery for your containers. Implement a custom service discovery solution using tools like Consul or Kubernetes. Security. Ensuring the security of your containers and the underlying infrastructure. Fixes. Use security groups to control network access to your ECS cluster and its instances. Defining roles for your ECS tasks to grant them access to the necessary AWS resources. Scan your container images for vulnerabilities and implement security best practices like least privilege. Use AWS Network Firewall to protect your ECS cluster from malicious traffic. Enable encryption at rest for your container images and data volumes. Logging and monitoring. Gathering logs and monitoring the health and performance of your containers. Fixes. Use CloudWatch logs to collect and analyze logs from your ECS tasks and containers. Use CloudWatch metrics to monitor metrics like CPU utilization, memory usage, and network traffic. Integrate with third-party monitoring tools like Prometheus or Grafana for more advanced monitoring capabilities. Use the ECS agent to collect container logs and send them to CloudWatch logs. Deployment strategies: implementing efficient and reliable ways to deploy your application updates. Fixes. Use blue-green deployments to deploy new versions of your application alongside the old version, and then switch traffic to the new version once it's validated. Use canary deployments to deploy new versions of your application to a small subset of users. Monitor their performance, and then gradually roll out the update to the rest of the user base. Use the ECS API to automate your deployment processes and implement custom deployment strategies. Integrate with continuous integration and continuous deployment CI/CD tools like Jenkins or GitLab CI to automate your deployment pipelines.